Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to use YOLO-8 and we are going to detect wrong way vehicle. We are going to detect the wrong way vehicle, then we are going to track the vehicle, we are going to create the counter for wrong way vehicle. So before we move to our practical friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, today we are going to detect, track and count wrong way vehicle. For that, simply open your Thony Python IDE, then go to the tools, manage packages, search for opencv-python, just hit enter the first package, click on install and it will install opencv-python. Then we need Ultralytics, our YOLO-8 package. So Ultralytics, click on install, it will install Ultralytics. Then we need a CVZone package, hit enter. First package CVZone, click on install and it will install CVZone on our Windows 11 machine. This is Windows 11 machine. Of course, you can use your Windows 10 machine also. So for today's session, I have created a new repository. I will mention the link, copy paste the link inside the browser. Wrong way vehicle detection YOLO-8. Go to the code, click on download zip and it will download our zip format repository. So as you can see, now it's downloading. So friends, as you can see, we successfully download our repository. Now minimize the browser, minimize Thony and open our file manager, downloads, and this is what our repository. Right click, then WinRAR, extract with the folder name, and then we have our folder, again same folder, and inside that we have all our files. So let's just first watch our video file. So wrongway.mp4, just open the video file and then here it is. As you can see, this is what our scenario. We have here CCTV video recording and this is the one way. The way, as you can see, only for this side. The vehicle is allowed to go only this side. Here it is, as you can see, the arrow on the road allowed to go only this side, not for this side. Let's just say this is the upside, this is the downside. So if the vehicle is going downside, we can simply say the vehicle is going basically wrong way. So this particular vehicle, as you can see, is basically going wrong way. As you can see, it's going wrong way. So our goal, and here it is, the next vehicle. So our goal is to detect a wrong way vehicle. We want to detect our wrong way vehicle. Also we want to track our vehicle, and when we track the vehicle, of course we can create a counter. So this is what our scenario, as you can see. Simple. So let's get started. For that, I have mentioned the basic code with object detection, because I have explained the YOLO-8 object detection for OpenCV and Python in several videos. I have created a playlist. So if you don't know how to use YOLO-8 with OpenCV and Python, watch the playlist, you will get idea. Simple. So I have mentioned the basic code where we have our object detection. As you can see, I have mentioned the wrongway.mp4 file. So we have here a basic object detection with our tracker, because I have explained in several previous videos how to use a tracker also. So I am not going to explain all these things again, because I have explained in several times. So this is what our object detection. Here it is, as you can see, x1, y1, x2 and y2. So we have object detection. Then we have our classes. Then of course we want to detect only car class. So if there is a car, so we are going to create a list. So if we want to use our tracker, we want to send the rectangle coordinates inside the tracker. So for that we create a list. Inside that we pass x1, y1, x2, y2. That's it. Then we are basically calling our tracker. Inside that we are passing the list. Then we have our tracker, as you can see. Then with the help of tracker, now we will again track that object. So of course we will get the new rectangle coordinates along with the ID for each car. So x3, y3, x4, y4 and the ID is equal to this B box. Simple. And then simply we can draw a rectangle. Also we can put our text on rectangle top left corner. Let's just first run the basic code. So first it will download our pre-trained model, which is yolov8s.pt. As you can see, I have mentioned the yolov8s.pt, the pre-trained YOLO-8 model, pre-trained model. So it will download, and then we have our detection. So friends, as you can see, we have now our detection, and it's detecting the car. Also, we have already mentioned our tracker, so there is a ID for each car. As you can see, this car we have 0, this car we have another ID, this car we have 11, and this car we have 21, 13, 10, 12. So we are basically detecting our car, we are tracking our car because there is a ID for each car. So it means object detection and tracking already done. Simple. So let's just, what we are going to do, only one change here, this cv2.rectangle we are going to mention first, and then we are going to mention our put text method. Only small change, that's it. Now let's just freeze our frame, save the code, and if I run the code, so now as you can see, for this car we have 2. The 2 ID means our tracker is perfectly tracking. So let's just watch for this car. This car is basically passing from this area to this area, and the ID is 2. So now the ID is still same. Here it is, as you can see, the ID is still same. It means our tracker is perfectly working. So now our goal is to detect and track, which we already complete. Now we want to simply say the car is basically going wrong way. So for that we want region of interest area. So for region of interest area, here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned 2 area. This is the area 1, which I have draw with the help of cv2.polylines method, and this is what our second area. Same way I have draw using cv2.polylines method. So how to draw the polylines? For that we have here our mouse event function. Here it is, as you can see, mouse event function. So when you move your mouse on the frame, you will get the xy coordinate inside the shell. So if you want to draw the area with the help of cv2.polylines, so simply you need to start from here. Let's just say this is what our area 1 coordinate. So 594,228. So simply you need to mention area 1 like this way. This is the 4 coordinates, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what our polyline coordinates, and then this is the area 1. Then this area 1 I have mentioned in cv2.polylines method. As you can see, the area 1, because I have explained this topic several times, so I am not going to explain in deep way. So this is how you simply draw a polyline. So you can simply say this is how we can draw our region of interest area. Simple. So same way I have drawn the area 2 also. Now we have our detection, we are tracking, we are assigning the ID, then we have now our region of interest area. Now what we want here, let's just start again our code. We have done with detection, tracking, we also mentioned our region of interest area. So now we want to mention our condition, because we want to detect the wrong way vehicle. So direction is what? Vehicle is coming from this way and then it's go this way. So this is the direction. This is basically direction, coming and going out. So what we can say here, the rectangle, our object rectangle, bottom left corner, this is the top left corner of our object rectangle, this is the bottom left corner. So when object bottom left corner, this as you can see I have highlighted with blue color circle. Here it is, as you can see, you will see, let me show you here, because this is the 4, let's just mention 8, then it will increase the radius. So here it is, as you can see. So this blue circle is basically our rectangle object, rectangle bottom left corner. Bottom left corner. So how do we get the bottom left corner cx and cy coordinates? Simply, we have here x3, y3, x4 and y4. So cx is basically x3 and cy is basically y4. This x3 and y4 is basically our rectangle bottom left corner coordinates. So if we want to highlight that particular area as a circle, we want to mention cx and cy, x3 and y4, and then we can simply draw the circle. cv2.circle method, cx and cy, the radius, color and -1 for, because we want to fill our circle. So this is how you can highlight your circle. We can highlight the center point which we use as our condition. Simple. So we highlight our center point. Now we can simply create the condition. When our rectangle, this point, the bottom left corner, if it is inside our area 1, only then we can detect our vehicle. Otherwise we don't want to detect all other area of vehicle. We only want to detect the vehicle which basically coming from this direction. From this direction only we want to detect and track, because only this vehicle, in this particular scenario, only this vehicle, this area of vehicle is basically going wrong side. Simple. So for that we want to create our condition. If the vehicle point which we highlight, if it is inside our area 1, then only we are going to draw, detect and track our vehicle. For that we have cv2.pointPolygon test method. So simply here result is just a variable. Result is equal to cv2.point p capital poly gone t capital test, cv2.pointPolygon test. And as I mentioned, what is our condition? We have our area, and if our center point means if our cx and cy, if it is inside our area, then only we can use a cv2.polygon test method. So first we want our area. So our area is this method. So just copy it. First we want to mention our area 1. So area 1 is this np.array. So just copy and just paste as it is. That's it. Just paste it. Just a minute. We want to paste, copy it from np.array to np.int32, copy it and just paste as it is. That's it. Now after that, what is our next condition? We want to mention our cx and cy, because when our cx and cy, if it is inside our mention area, then only we have our result. So cx and cy, and after that mention false. Simple. Now if we print our result, if you save the code, if we run the code, the result is in between 1 or -1. So when the center point, if it is inside our area, we have 1. Here it is, as you can see. Let me show you. Here it is, as you can see. The 1 means our center point, the highlighted area, cx and cy is now inside our area. And if outside our area, then we have -1. So we can simply create here a condition. If our result, if it is greater than is equal to 0, then only we are going to draw the circle, then only we are going to draw the rectangle, then only we are going to put our text on our rectangle top left corner. So now other area of vehicle will not be detected, only when the vehicle in our area 1, and in that particular time we have detection. Here it is, as you can see, our vehicle area bottom left corner inside our area, there is a detection. But now the car cross our area 1, now there is no detection. As you can see, there is no detection, nothing. Car just pass our area. Now when our car inside our area 1, in that time we want to save their ID and their current position. we want to save their ID and their current position. For that, I have mentioned here a dictionary. WApp is just a variable, and inside this dictionary we are going to save their ID and their current position when our car inside our area 1. So this is what our condition. After that, we can simply say we want to call our dictionary, which is WApp. This one, WApp. So WApp, and then we want to mention the vehicle. So what is our vehicle? Our vehicle is basically the ID, because we assign the ID for each vehicle. So if the ID is there, means if that particular vehicle we are going to saving. So WApp ID is equal to their current position. So their current position is basically CX and CY. Simple. Now if you print here, print our dictionary, which is WApp. So when our vehicle inside our area, in that time we have their ID and their current position. We are basically saving. So here it is, as you can see, for this car we have 2 is the ID. So 2 ID inside dictionary and their current position, as you can see. So now this car is basically cross our area, but we save. Now we know that this particular car is already cross our area 1. Simple. Because we save their ID and their current position. Now when there is a next vehicle, so now here it is, as you can see, this car is basically coming, and when it cross our area 1, right now we only save one car, the car ID and their current position. So now for this car, when this car bottom left corner, CX and CY inside our area 1, and as you can see, now as I mentioned, object rectangle bottom left corner inside our area 1, in that time we are saving their ID. The 21 is ID for this card and their current position. So basically we are saving the ID, means we are saving the car and their current position when our car inside our area 1. Now we know that our car is already past our area 1. So if the same ID, if it is inside our area 2, that's it. Now we can simply say the car is basically going wrong way. Simple. So after that, here we can simply say, because now we have each car ID inside our dictionary, so we want to call that ID. So if the ID, if ID in WApp, which is our dictionary, then the same ID, same car now inside our area 2. So same condition. This is the condition, point polygon test. Same condition, copy it, paste it. Only we want to change here area and variable. So because we mentioned here already result, so this will become result 1 and area 1 will become area 2, and all other things are same. And then the same condition, if the result, if it is greater than is equal to 0, then only finally we are going to draw the circle, we are going to draw the rectangle, we are going to put our text on the frame. So now if we save the code, now we can simply start our while loop. Save it, run it. And now watch, this car cross over area 2, and just a minute, there is something issue. Oh, here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned the result. Here we want to mention this variable, which is result 1. Now the car when cross over area 1, there will not a rectangle and nothing. When the same car cross our area 2, in that time we have detection. Because we mentioned we don't want to draw the rectangle and all other things, only we want to draw a rectangle and all other things if the same car crossing our area 2. So watch for this car, it will cross our area 1, then we are saving their ID. Here you will see the next ID, here it is, as you can see 21, and then the same car inside our area 2, in that time we have detection. Simple. Now we have the ID. So now simply here I have create a wrong way empty list. So simply we can say here, after we have all condition match, we can create the counter, means we want to append the list. So what is the counter list name? Wrong way. So wrong way dot append, and we want to append the ID. And because there is some time for crossing area 1 to area 2, so meanwhile it will check same ID again and again, it will count same ID again and again. For that, simply we want to mention if wrong way dot count is equal to 0, means please don't count same ID again and again, and wrong way dot append. Now if we print here, now we are saving the ID inside the list. So length of list is basically our counter. Length of list is basically our counter. So now simply we can create here, let's just say W. W is equal to our counter list, which is wrong way, and the list length is basically our counter. Simple. Now just copy this use on put text method and mention after polyline, and then here we are going to mention our counter on the frame. So here FID, we are going to mention our W, because our W is a counter, and then variable, let's just say wrong way car, simple, wrong way car. And now here we want to mention the coordinates. So let's say 60 and 100. We can make changes for coordinates. So let's just say 60, 100. Okay, so now it's good. Now only we are going to increase the rectangle size and the font size to 2. Save the code, run the code. Now we have the counter. How many car basically go wrong side? So right now there is a 0 counter, and there is something issue because our counter is not increased. What is the issue? Let me wrong way print wrong way. Let's just comment this. I think there is a issue in this condition. Oh, we forget to mention our ID, because if the wrong way dot count, what we are going to counting, we need to mention here ID. That's why the list is empty. If wrong way dot count, we want to mention here ID, because we are saying that please don't count same ID, and we not mention the ID. That's why there is nothing. Okay, now it will work. Just a minute. Again I want to mention W, length of our counter. W is equal to length of our counter, which is wrong way. Now it will work. Save the code, run the code. Now 0, and as you can see the counter is increased, so we count one car which go wrong way. Now for this car, the car cross our area 1, we are saving their ID, their current position, and if the same ID, same car cross our area 2, then we are going to count the vehicle is basically going wrong way. So we count 2 car go wrong side. I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.